Welcome to another beautiful day, and today is January 10th. We're back to work. We took a 2-week vacation after 3 months on the road. Let me tell you guys, today's my last day. I quit. Well, I technically don't quit today. I quit Monday. Yeah, this is the story, so enjoy. Right now I'm at the drop-off location. So I have 2 John Deere tractors on the back. One is getting dropped off today, Friday, and I'm going to the yard. And after the yard, they have to fix everything on this truck that's wrong with it. Unfortunately, this truck is just, man, this whole video, you guys are just about to hear me complain. So get ready. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment below what you guys think. I know the way I'm quitting this job is not right, but I'm also about to complain on why I quit this way and all the situations that made me quit this job. Yeah, man, this one is not for me, unfortunately. I've been driving OTR. As much as I like it, this is just not it. It's just not it. Let's see what they want me to do. They said a dock is right there and it's going to be difficult. How difficult? We shall see. My backing has been on point, so I don't see where the dock is and what they're talking about. Oh, that's the dock? That's the dock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go that way and I'm going to back in like that.
I was going to say, a lot of truck drivers, they go that way.
Yeah. I just didn't know. I couldn't see where it is. So
yeah, did you want to remove this, or are you good?
I should be good, but I just need to back in a little bit different. Also, 360 camera is gonna be put up. You guys gonna have another angle. You thought I really quit for real? I quit this company, yes. Did I quit this job? No, I'm not weak. The dock is all the way over there, so we're about to do a little bit of squiggles again. There's too much stuff. Watch this backing. My backing has gotten impeccable. My tires are spinny a little bit. Right before this too, my height right now is 13.9, and the bridge I had to cross, because this is Chicago, is 13.9. Yeah, that was an adventure. I didn't capture it on video because I was too frustrated trying to get it under that bridge. Here I'm just gonna go straight. Try not to hit that corner pallet. And then we're at the last second, we're gonna just cut. More this way. Last second cut. Jesus, I'm so fucking close. I don't even think I can cut that close. Straight. Go down. This dozer. Pretty sure I'm straight. I was about to say, did I just break that light? Let's see how we did. How good are we? Pretty good? Yeah. I couldn't see the other side. Damn. Well, rest in peace this light. No, never mind, we're good. It was broken before. Alright, shit, we good. Alright, I'm on chain real quick. It'll take me some time to undo everything. Yeah, so 2 John Deere tractors. This one gets dropped here, which is a part of Illinois. God damn, bro. My gloves again. I need to get like water gloves. These leather gloves just get super wet. Super quick. Oh man, I forgot. Some of these. What's weird is some of these holes you get these changed through. Some don't. It's wet, freezing. My gloves. It's alright. Wait, soft. After that, we're gonna do. Man, I got so much content prepared for you guys. We got like 5 or 6 videos planned. So, like I said, bro, if you haven't subscribed, man, subscribe, because this is just the beginning. I plan on building my own logistics company here soon. I'm filing for my own authority, MC, and everything this year. I'm gonna talk about hell period and all of that stuff. What you should and shouldn't do when you start a trucking company. Because I do a lot of research. The reason I'm doing this right now, and I'm even driving a truck, is so I can learn the industry first. Figure out how it works, operates, all the ins and outs. So before I get my own trucks and authority, I don't get stuck with my hands in my pockets, not knowing what is what, who is who, what it takes, how the drivers feel, and etc. Like I've built businesses already. I've hired employees. I've had like 10 employees working for me, you know. So I'm hip to things going right and wrong. Unfortunately, my business did not survive because the state of California, like this hole, this chain won't fit through this hole. The state of California decided to essentially annihilate. Oh, I hate this. Ooh, my hands are already wet and cold and pins and shit. Again, no soft shit here, baby. You'll definitely hear me complain, but one thing you'll never see me do is quit on my daydream, you know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely complain. Like right now, I cannot feel my fingers by side. Yeah, just 2 more on the other side. Alright, you got these?
Yeah. Well, I can still hold on to this, but
here,
you can.
I'll throw it in the truck.
Alright,
so it doesn't get wet or anything. You have to sign it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You make videos?
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, it's dope.
Is there?
How long you been doing this?
Trucking about 3 months. YouTubing, say about 4 years. Yeah. I had a different niche before. I was doing a lot of bike content, just life. I lived in California, so I shot a lot of like celebrity events and all types of bullshit. But now that I'm trucking, I plan on starting my own trucking company, so I just kind of film my journey, you know? So later on, when I have kids and shit, and they tell me like, I don't want to work, I'm like, bitch, go watch my videos. You don't want to work. You're gonna work for everything you got. You want something, you're gonna work. That's how I was taught. That's how they will be taught. Ain't no pussy. None of that bullshit. I do everything: TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Huh? I'll give you my at before I dip. I can't feel my fingers and I have to fuck around with this shit. All right, you're free. Oh yeah, the company you work for gets a lot of backlash too, because they decided to fuck all the farmers and restrict them from fixing their own equipment. Imagine you buy this rig and you can't fix it, yeah. And some of these rigs, like you guys have those like big field industrial equipment shit. Yeah. Even if a light bulb goes out, they can't change it because it's a computerized big computer system. So they have to have a mechanic come out 2 days, fix that shit. The bulb costs $300 because the mechanic had to come out, where before that you would just buy a bulb, $5, flip it in, boom, fixed, you know. Now it's pretty crazy. My hands so cold. Like I said, me ain't no baby. We don't cry about bullshit. We do this. In the next video, I'm gonna show you guys some crybabies. This should have never went to trucking. This new generation, or my generation, thing is, see, like, I'm Ukrainian. I grew up built tough. Like, you know how they say America? Like Ford built tough. Like, I built tough, bro. Bro, the shit that we used to do as kids, man, half these people could not hang, bro. Could never hang. I used to, we used to, oh shit. We used to snatch metal, throw the metal over fences like that, 3-4 people, and then drag it for miles, well in our case kilometers, for kilometers, just to go and sell it, you know. That was some shit. But we kind of didn't feel pain back then, or tired or anything like that, because we're kids, bro. In our eyes, we're about to get paid, go to the internet club. Bro, anybody that knows Igroteka is like a, you guys had that too in the States, but our Russian, Ukrainian Igrotekas, oh bro, that was peak fucking existence right there. That's why I love the fact that I was born, in the 90s, because I got to experience the peak of human civilization. You know what I'm saying? I mean, probably when AI comes out and all that crazy shit, it still won't be as crazy. We didn't have cell phones. Our parents couldn't afford to buy us cell phones. We bought them shit ourselves. From jacking stuff like this and then selling it on black markets and all types of stuff, and buying our own phones, because we didn't have the luxury. Every time I would ask if I want something from my mom, she would always tell us we don't have any money. My mom was a single parent carrying 2 kids on her back, bro. Like, I'm talking sleeping 3-4 hours a night for 6 months straight, sometimes not sleeping at all, packing me into school, you know what I'm saying, cooking for us, taking care of us, paying rent, barely paying rent, and yeah, working multiple jobs. So unconsciously, my hustle comes from my mama. My daddy was never there, so I never got to experience that until I was about 14, until my stepdad stepped in and yeah, taught me the ways, man. I owe him my life. He pretty much raised me, built me, saved me, my mama, my sister, brought us to America. You know, like, I have nothing but good things to say about that man. He's more of a dad to me than my real dad, to the point where I took the man's last name. Literally, I changed my last name from my daddy's last name to my stepdaddy's last name. He has 2 daughters, he doesn't have sons, and I felt like it's my obligation to continue the bloodline, because man, he did a great job. I owe that man till the day I die. I will give that man everything. Once we pop off with this YouTube stuff, promise you, my parents will never have to worry a day in their life. I'll tell them both. I'll give them a salary, a bunch of grandkids, go travel the world wherever you want, or go babysit my grandkids, or my sister's grandkids. Well, our kids, their grandkids. Oh, yeah, my hand's cooked. All right, so that's done, dropped off. Now we're off to the yard. They should fix this truck over the weekend. I haven't told them yet that I'm quitting, because I just want to be for sure, you know, that I get this job and stuff. I mean, it is for sure as of right now. They already prepped the truck and stuff.
600 feet, turn right onto West 162nd Street.
I already passed my pre-employment drug test and everything. They said the truck is ready, the trailer is ready. So the whole spiel is, yes, I quit, but I quit the company that I'm working for right now. I worked for it for 3 months.
Railroad crossing ahead.
Not gonna bash the company. I mean, it's a great company, has some great people working in it. I could make a whole video on it. I'm still kind of deciding, but I'm just not gonna bash the company just yet. It is a great company. They gave me a shot at this whole trucking thing. You know, they allowed me to get my first experience, which I'm super grateful for. Like, you know, all right, so look, a lot of people complain when starting off into this whole trucking situation that there's like no jobs, nobody will hire them, no experience, blah, 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 blah. People aren't getting hired out of Florida. Well, guess what? I'm out of Florida, the worst state to get hired out of as far as the drivers go. You know, I got my schooling in Florida, which is also horrible, because if you're getting your schooling out of Florida, they immediately just assume you're a horrible driver, and insurance rates, blah, blah, blah. So like, every company that I looked up online, you know, how to apply as a rookie, you know, how to get a job, blah, blah, blah. they gave pretty much all the mega carriers, Prime, Western Express, you know, Swift, etc. I applied for all those companies. They all told me no. We only get lease operators, owner operators. We don't hire rookies. Most companies said at least a year, you know, experience. I kept applying. Not gonna lie, I applied for probably about 40 or 50 companies. I also know people, you know, people that know people that know people. So I started calling everybody like, hey, you know, who do you know that has truck driving job, you know, that can get me in and stuff. So I started calling those people. The first company, this company I'll bash for sure. You know, I really hated the way they operated the whole situation. I haven't made a story on it, but this is story time right now. Ace Transportation. They're based out of Chicago. Essentially what happened was I passed my pre-employment, everything, got it all done and dandy. What they told me before I even went for my drug screening, okay, before I even stepped a foot into a clinic to do my drug test, this was the offer, right? They told me, I'm pretty sure it was a flatbed. No, it was a dry van situation. I'm pretty sure they said start off was 55 cents per mile. And then after a certain amount of time you get raised to 60 cents, which at that time I really didn't know rates. I didn't know what, you know, what is possible, what is not possible, etc., etc. I was a brand new rookie. I don't know nothing about trucking industry. So they tell me, come to Chicago, we'll put you up with a trainer, you'll drive for 2 weeks, you know, you'll have your road test, you'll have some yard time practicing backing, stuff like that. Because at first when they said road test, I'm like, you know, what is in the road test? They're like, oh, you're gonna have to park and all this stuff. And at the school that I went to was so horrible. Like, man, that's a topic, that's a video on its own. That's why I said, you guys have at least like 6 videos that I already have pre-planned coming. I'm about to be grinding, putting them out. Again, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, they told me, do the road test. If you're still not comfortable, we'll put you with a trainer. You drive for 2 weeks, you come back, you do the road test again. You know, parking maneuvers, etc. Like, if you need some time to practice parking maneuvers, we have a yard, you'll be able to practice. I confirmed it with the guy that was already driving for the company. That's exactly what he went through in order to, you know, get on the road. So I was kind of hyped up. I was like, man, this is bulletproof, you know, like, even if something doesn't work out, they have plan A, B, C, you know, like, I'm set, let's go. So having everything in motion and having everything done and dandy, I essentially got rid of my apartment in Miami, put everything in the storage unit, got whatever clothes I had, my dog, and flew out to Chicago thinking this is a bulletproof plan. My dog was gonna stay with my grandparent, or actually with my friend at first. My grandparents was plan B, but my friend ended up coming and picking up my dog. Here I am in the hotel room. I'm supposed to go the next day and you know, I have an interview, orientation, the whole 9. I come, I'm all ready, dandy to go. I'm like, yeah, road test, let's get it. There's 3 other guys. We walk into an empty room. There's nothing there. It's in an empty office space. I'm like, did we even get to the right place? Like, is this a scam? Like, because this is my first trucking job. So like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who I'm meeting. I'm literally clueless. I talked to these people over the phone. They promised me a bunch of things. They also told me they were gonna give me a hotel room for 3 days because of the road test and yard moves and all this other stuff. They only got me, I find out on the day of my flight, because I already told them I booked my flight. On the day of my flight, they tell me they got me a hotel room. They send me a confirmation. The confirmation is for 1 day. So I'm like, you know, didn't you guys tell me for more days? And they're like, oh, you're just gonna come and do the road test. So I'm already confused. I'm like, you know, okay, I come do a road test, and then, you know, like, God help me, like, because I'm at this point, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never backed up a 53-foot box before. On at the school, they have those short boxes for training, and all the maneuvers that we practiced essentially was forward, back, parallel parking, and what is the third maneuver? That's it. That's literally all we did. It was forward and back and parallel parking. There was no alley dock. So They told me it was gonna be an alley dock, and I'm like, I'm already sketched out because I've never backed up to a dock before. I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of know how the trailer maneuvers, but at that time I literally, like, I couldn't turn for anything. Like backwards, like it was the worst. Long story short, I get there, I'm already confused to what's going on. They tell me road test today and blah, blah, blah. Comes to sign the papers, I sign the papers, I go take the road test, and I fail it with flying colors. Why do I fail it? Because the guy they put me with, you know, whoever it is, he was just, he expected me to be like a 20-year veteran. Like, as soon as I started driving off, you know, I'm taking my corner slow because it's like a alleyway type of deal. I'm behind the building, and you know, it's Chicago, so it's like behind, those alleys are super tight. So I'm just taking my time, you know, I'm driving slow, I'm not trying to like go crazy. And he's like, speed up, you know, he's already kind of like frustrated with me a little bit. I'm like, you know, why are you frustrated, bro? Like, you know, I'm a rookie, like, it's my first day in a big truck with a big trailer. I'm trying not to hit corners and stuff, because I had to take like a sharp left corner, and you know, I'm taking it very slow because I don't want to hit the trailer. So I'm just taking my time, you know, just like I did on the road test in school. I'm just taking my time. I'm not blowing lights, all that stuff, blinkers. I'll wait for the car even if it's like a half a mile away. Like, I'm just taking my time. Essentially, we pull up to a lot. There's about 30 docks, and he tells me, pull up to this dock. So me, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna position this trailer, and I'm gonna try to figure it out. You know, I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube on how to do it, so I'm, you know, off memory, YouTube tutorial, my fucking degrees from YouTube type of deal, trying to figure out how I'm gonna position this thing. So I'm trying to do exactly what YouTube told me, like pull a little bit forward. And oh man, this car, bro, I swear to God, I just hate people. He sees me flipping my blinker and he speeds up just to cut me. I try to back up one time, it doesn't work. He's looking at me like I'm stupid, like I have no idea what I'm doing, which I didn't know what I was doing. And he's like kind of like looking at me like I already failed type of deal. And I told him, like, I'm brand new, like I never driven a truck before, like I straight fresh out of school. They told me to come, they told me all these things, so I kind of was expecting to be good, you know. They promised and all this stuff. I mean, they didn't promise, they just told me. They just told me, like, you come, do this, that, third. If this doesn't work, you go on the road and yard and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, hey, can I try it again? Because I almost did it. I tried again, now it's even worse than the first time. So he flips out, tells me to hop out of the driver's seat, hops in the driver's seat, peels off, all pissed off, like literally like flying, bro. He almost hit that corner that I was trying to take super slow. Like he's like flying through the alleyway going like 35 miles an hour. You know, I'm in the passenger seat just like holding on to for my dear life. Because to me, it's like, it's fast, it's a big truck, it looks super fast, and he's just flying. We pull up, he's like, you failed, blah, blah, blah. I go in the office, talk to them. So I go in the office, like, sorry, we're not gonna hire you. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not gonna hire me? I just broke up with my girlfriend. I just got rid of my apartment. I have my dog and all my clothes with me. I'm in Chicago. Like, well, what about, you know, going on the road with the trainer? Oh, we don't have any trainers available. What about yard time, practicing yard moves? Oh, we don't do that anymore. Like, the guy quit Friday or whatever. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I literally just did all this stuff, came here, and you guys are now telling me it's completely not what you were telling me. So Ace Transportation out of Chicago, I'll put their logo right here. Horrible. Like, bunch of Russians, and they just, I would never, like, it's the worst shit I've ever witnessed in my life. Like, the way they handled business, the way their office looked, like, everything just looked sketchy off the rip. You know, I was sketched out the whole time, even flying there and getting rid of my apartment. I had second thoughts and all this stuff. I wanted wanted to do a plan B, but I kind of just trusted it. Because at the end of the day, I don't know the trucking business. I don't know how people hire people. Like, I wasn't sent no documents to sign and given any guarantees. They just kind of told me a bunch of stuff. So after it happened, I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm gonna take an Uber back to the hotel and get my hotel for another day, because now I'm just stuck. Because what I do, I have my suitcase with me ready to go on the road, you know, like all this other stuff. Yeah, that happens, and now I'm stuck. So I go back to the hotel, I tell them I need a room for another day. They give me a room for another day, and within that 24 hours I essentially started applying for more jobs, more things and stuff like that. The next morning a company calls me. They tell me, hey, we got your application, are you ready to go into training today? You got a trainer. He's actually in Chicago on his way. You're just gonna have to go pass a drug test real quick. It's like 8 in the morning. They're like, go right now type of deal. At 9, pass your drug test. The trainer is gonna be ready by like 10:30, and you go with him on the road for 2 weeks, and then if he says you're good to go, we essentially give you a truck, you go on your own. So boom, I'm all hyped up. I'm like, all right, let's go. This is crazy. So I take a Uber to the clinic. I pass another drug test. The trainer tells me that, you know, the load for the day was canceled, so he's actually not going out today, but I can still come to the yard. I told that essentially to the management team from the new company, the company that I'm working for right now. This truck is from this company. I come there, my suitcase, straight out of hotel, because obviously my hotel ended already because I only got it for an extra day. I come there and they're just like, yeah, the load canceled, you guys are not gonna leave till tomorrow. Do you have anywhere to stay? And I told them, I was like, nah, I don't, but you know, I can go get a hotel room, whatever. And they're just like, we can give you a truck, you can stay in the truck, it's okay. The trainer, you can just meet up with the trainer tonight, and then you guys can figure everything out. So I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, that would be amazing. So while I'm there, I watched this 1.5-hour video that every trucking company does, and then they make me sign the paperwork and all this other cool stuff. And the girls in the office give me cake and coffee and ask me if I'm good, if I'm okay, if I need anything, water, etc. If I want to go get some food, I can take one of their hot shot trucks, like those dualies. So the way they treated me was amazing. Like off the rip, I was like, man, this feels amazing. This company is great. They're Moldovan, so it's kind of also Slavic nation type of deal. They all speak Russian and Moldovan and English, so they kind of spoke between each other in Moldovan, which I can't understand, but I can kind of get a glimpse of what's going on. And with me, they spoke Russian, and then you know, I switched between Russian and English. Long story short, boom, that's all taken care of. The girls, amazing. The guy that got me in the company, amazing. Like the whole first impression's amazing. I meet up with my trailer, seems like a cool dude. He's also Russian, like super funny. We go on the road, 2 weeks, fucking heyday, bro. It was great. I actually didn't even go 2 weeks, it was a week, because after that week he was taking off to Pennsylvania and taking his time off. So here I am, I'm like, all right, boom, I finished the week. How do I feel? You know, he's seen me drive, he's seen me back up with a flatbed, he's seen me do this stuff. So what they offered me essentially is 25% gross, and then, you know, it gets raised to 30%. So every month your pay increases by 1%. So after 1 month, I should be getting paid 26%, then 27%, then 28%. So by now, I should be getting paid 28% of the gross, because I've been 3 months in the company. I still get paid 25%. And wait, there's more. That was beginning. There's so much more. But my trainer was a fucking great dude. I still keep communication with him. He's amazing. We had a great time. We did oversized. He let me drive. I would say I drove for about 50% of the time, you know, on the road. Did backing and all types of stuff. Any difficult situation, he helped me out. Literally ain't no complaints. I get back, you know, at first they told me there's gonna be like a new truck ready. So I get back, and then they tell me that truck, something is wrong with it. It's not gonna be ready for another 4 days. I really don't have ability to stay in town for another 4 days. Like I do, because, you know, I'm supposed to be on the road for 2 weeks, but I wasn't supposed to pay for hotels for another 4 days and figure out Ubers and all this other stuff. So I'm kind of confused, I'm kind of lost, I'm just like displaced and shit. I'm like, you know, all right, like I would rather go on the road today. You guys told me the truck is ready, the trailer is ready, and now it's not ready. Like, what's going on? And they're like, okay, well, do you want to take another truck? There's this truck. And they show me this red, beautiful Volt. To me, I'm looking at a beautiful truck because at the end of the day, like, I don't know old versus new. I don't know bad versus good. I don't know Volvo versus Freightliner. I don't know anything about anything at this point. I drove a Freightliner with my trainer for a week, so I kind of got used to that Freightliner feel and how it feels and how it looks. And so I was excited to get my own one of those. I'm like, yeah, this is great, you know. And I get to the yard, they give me this truck. Immediately I'm kind of disappointed because it's all old. Like, I have to like roll down my window with my hand. That window doesn't work. I have an engine light. Like, it's just like all these little tedious bugs that just pissed me off. Like, there's a bunch of leaks through the truck. You can see it, you know, and I was like, man, I mean, it's my first truck. I can't complain. They gave me a shot, whatever, whatever. I'm just gonna drive this to the grave, I guess. Man, there's a wait station. Beep, baby. Okay, okay. See, that's a pre-pass going off. That means I can bypass the wait station. Yeah, immediately I'm already kind of like, all right, whatever. They give me a dispatcher, and off the rip, back to back to back, I'm starting to bust loads. Second week, I crashed this truck. It wasn't my fault. The police and stuff came. It wasn't my fault. I had to get towed out. You know, it was a big mess. The whole thing was just bad. It was Wyoming, a truck. I was, you know, driving normally. I was about this close to a truck, 2 inches of ice on the road. I'm going 45 and a 70 with, you know, I'm topped out. I'm like 79,000 pounds. I have four generators on the back. And yeah, this truck decides to cut me off. I fly off the road. I take the median. And that whole bad shit happens. So when that's when the first things like kind of started happening, because then so another thing is this truck that I'm driving is registered to a mechanic that works at that company. So he's the one that pays me, not the company. He's my boss essentially. I talk to him about everything. If my truck breaks down, I talk to him. If something happens, I talk to him. So he's an owner-operator, and I'm on his truck registered to this company. So, yeah, kind of, you know, backwards if you ask me. This guy kind of never pays me on time. I constantly have to beg him for, where's my paycheck, where's my paycheck? You know, it'd be Saturday, like 5 p.m., and I'm like, you know, I haven't gotten paid yet. Sometimes he'll forget, and then I don't get paid till Monday because he doesn't answer on Sundays. Just a bunch of different stuff. I constantly have to message him and be like, hey, you know, are we getting paid today? You guys can see the messages here. Am I getting paid today? Am I getting paid today? Then the pay stubs. I want to see the pay stubs so I can see my gross, so I can calculate my, you know, my pay and all this other stuff. My first paycheck, I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, I barely made anything. My second one, I barely made anything again. I'm like, based off my calculations before, I should be making pretty good money. But here I'm looking at my paychecks and I'm like, something's wrong and something is not right. So here I am, thinking to myself, you know, I'm a rookie, whatever. I'll just drive for a little bit. I'll figure it out. You know, I need experience. They gave me a shot. You know, if this is what the rookie beginning looks like, I guess I'm just gonna deal with it. So I'm just hoping like my third, fourth paycheck, you know, after doing good gross and stuff like that, is gonna be good. Yeah, it didn't get any better. But let's just say my biggest paycheck, this new company that hired me, my biggest paycheck, the guy that works for this company, his paycheck, his most kind of like least paycheck that he's made is more than my biggest paycheck. And we do the same job. We drive flatbed. So, you know, here I am trying to figure out what's going on. The truck starts breaking down on left and right, engine light, and batteries go out. I get stuck. The belt on ICU breaks. My window doesn't roll up. My windshield wiper isn't working. My coolant is leaking, all just super crazy amount of issues. My ABS light, whenever it wants to work, it works. Whenever it doesn't want to work, it doesn't work. It's kind of like doing its own thing. It has a mind of its own. I'll sometimes look in the back, you know, just to check my lights, and boom, you know, my light's not working. My actually right marker light right now is not working. I mean, it is, but it isn't at the same time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. My boss, which is the owner-operator, said that, you know, it's the trailer, it's old trailer, blah, blah, blah. The truck and the trailer are both 2016. That will just tell you, you know, these things kind of start to crash out after that time. The truck also has 895,000 miles on it, which it has a new rebuild, new engine, and new transmission, but everything else on it is 900,000 miles, which is kind of falling apart. Like my windshield wiper, right now you see it's working, but if you see right here, that condensation, the middle of that wiper isn't working. When I was driving here and there was a big snowstorm, this whole part of the window I couldn't see, so I had to raise my seat and sit up here just so I can see out the window and, you know, see on the road. Also, if I spray my windshield wipe, see, the left side works, but the right side doesn't. That's just, you know, basics. ICU's not working. It leaks through the roof somewhere. Like one day I was trying to go to bed and my whole entire pillow, my mattress, and my bed was just wet because I drove through rain. And I didn't know it was leaking. I just kind of like about to lay down, go to bed, and boom, come to find out my whole entire pillow is soaked up all that water that was dripping. And yeah, the whole truck, like all this kind of like, not leather, but like you can kind of see it here, it leaks through the whole truck. So like it gets wet when there's a lot of condensation, and you can kind of see it. That's why I'm saying, like, this truck is just, I wasn't happy with it from the beginning, but I was like, all right, you know, they gave, like I said, they gave me a shot, whatever, I'll just drive this piece of shit. It's okay. Hoping that they'll give me a new truck soon. So I started complaining to the company, saying, you know, I need an upgrade of the truck. Like, I'm tired of coming back to the yard, getting, like, right now I'm going back to the yard when I should be just dropping loads back to back to back to back. But I have to go to the yard so they can fix my ICU problem, so they can fix my window, so they can check the engine light again, so they can fix the windshield wiper and that issue, and just downtime again. Like downtime. I'm trying to make money. I'm in this industry to make money, not sit and wait for stuff to get fixed. New truck, no fixing. I'm just driving, I'm making money. But this, I have to constantly take cheap loads. Like from Colorado to Indiana, I took like a super cheap load just to get back to the yard. Right now I have to take a cheap load from Florida to there just to fix, you know, I did that 4 times already. I came back to the yard in 3 months 4 times. The reason for that is because if I'm on the road and God, like one of my batteries started smoking, I smelled like rotten eggs, and I knew it was either a battery or something outside external that, you know, maybe in the field or whatever. So I stepped out, I popped my battery box, and I see that my battery's leaking and there's smoke coming off, and I'm breathing that shit in. So I tell the, you know, my boss, I'm like, hey, the batteries, blah, 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 blah. He tells me disconnect the one that's leaking. I'm like, I think that both, the 2 middle batteries are leaking. You know, the truck can run off 3 batteries, even 2 batteries sometimes. I have 4. So he tells me disconnect the one that's leaking. So I thought the right one was leaking, so I disconnected it. Comes to find out they were both leaking because I still smelled the smell, etc. So now I have to go to the yard to change my batteries. I actually changed the batteries myself because I didn't want to wait an extra day. So I told them, I was like, hey, just leave the batteries on the yard because I'm arriving at like 8 p.m. I'm going to come to the yard, change them myself, and keep going. You know, I've already had to just do a bunch of stuff myself, like as far as fixing. Like I had to fix a headlight by myself and all this other stuff because the headlight decided to just go out. And I didn't want to go back to the yard to fix it because the owner-operator, my boss, he doesn't want to spend any money. Like it's like everybody in the trucking industry, especially with old trucks, there's too many expenses, not enough income, and they're kind of negative all the time, especially when he has to pay a driver to do most of the heavy lifting. Like I'm getting paid, you know, 25% of his gross, and then he has to pay for fuel, insurance, you know, trailer rent, blah, blah, blah. Like I see it on the statement. That's a whole different topic too. Long story short, the reason, that's really the reason why I am leaving this company because I'm not getting paid on time. The promises they made aren't being accomplished. I'm driving a really old truck, and after speaking with the new company, they said a 2024 Peterbilt, brand new trailer, really good pay. I will discuss that in the next video. Really good pay. Like I said, it's almost double what I'm making here right now, and I'm making, I told you guys, 25% gross, which is kind of like standard for rookie drivers. You know, experienced seasoned drivers make 30%, which is not a big increase. Like even at 30%, this company is still like a half more, paying essentially a half more. Plus there's a bunch of like different bonuses, like a tarp I get paid extra, overlay I get paid extra, multiple drops like I'm doing right now, I'm getting paid extra. But this company is just % off the gross. I don't get paid extra for nothing. The 3 days I wasted at Accor, I only got $300, which I'm only getting 25% of that. So I didn't get paid anything for a 3-day layover with a bunch of just wasted time. So yeah, the new company, I just passed the drug test. They're ready for me Monday. I'm going to sign the paperwork, watch the video. I'm hopping in the brand new Peterbilt, and I'm on the road. So yeah, you guys are gonna see that in the next video, how I got the Peterbilt. So like I said already 3 times in this video, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm sorry for a bunch of ranting. You know, this video wasn't much about anything besides just me giving you guys the backstory of why I quit, why I did what I did. Still kind of am waiting to give them the notice that I'm quitting. I think I'm gonna do it after I already signed for the job, because last thing I want to do is what happened at Ace, where I come there and they give me a bunch of backstories to things not working out, and like I really can't do that right now. I can't just drop and then not make money, you know what I mean? So, and then be like out of a truck and stuff like that. Like I don't want to go and tell them I'm quitting and then come back there the same day because something didn't work out and tell them like, hey, you know, I'm not quitting. At the end of the day, I'm 99% positive they're taking my deposit for crashing the truck, even though it's not my fault, so they technically can't take the deposit. But I'm pretty sure my deposit is gone. I'll update you guys on that. And yeah, that's kind of the state of my trucking journey right now. So next video, you guys are gonna see me hopping in to a brand new truck, man. I'm very excited for this opportunity. I'm grateful for this company for giving me a shot, even though they know I'm a rookie. You know, I told them I've only been driving for 3 months. You know, my friend that works for that company, I actually went to school. I met him at the school that I went to in Miami. So he's the one that put in a good word for me. Said, you know, this is my guy. He's good people, and they immediately just said, all right, we need him. And it seems like a good company. Seems like they got their head on their shoulders. You know, I'll be updating you as I go. It's all gonna be recorded, documented, and stuff like that. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for listening, for tuning in. Again, I'm just manifesting my vision. I'm trying to break through this gap of just not having to being everything I ever wished for. So this is kind of like the blueprint of doing it. You know, a lot of people seeing me where I was, you know, 2 years, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, you know, what I was doing, how I was doing it. I felt like that wasn't the blueprint. That was kind of like a hack, and I will never be able to succeed with that hack the way I want to and become like a public speaker, because at the end of the day, people will look down on me and say like, oh, but you cheated. That wasn't the way to do it. So this is the way, you know, hard work, grinding, day in, day out, endless sleepless nights, just hard work. And through this hard work, you guys will see the fruition of the dream. You know, once this logistics company fruits and you know, real estate that we buy, and everything will be documented. You know, my whole journey will be documented. So once we're millionaires and we're making millions of dollars and we broke the generational curse and we have everything we ever wished for, these videos that I'm making right now will make sense. But as of right now, people that watch it, you know, they can judge me, they can say whatever the fuck they want. I really don't care. I don't care about what people think about me. I don't care what people think about my story, where I come from, who I am, nationality, language, accent, what I look like. I could care less. I really do. Like, it doesn't bother me in any type of way. And yeah, it shouldn't bother you either. A little motivation for you guys. Do what your heart desires, bro. Just go after everything you ever wished for. You can do it. That's why my channel is called Manifesting Division. Manifestation is fucking real, bro. It's more than real. I've witnessed it happen multiple times. I've created world-renowned brands that traveled the entire planet. The stuff that I've wished for, meeting celebrities and, you know, being in places, living in Hollywood, having a mansion and all this other stuff. Like, I accomplished that, you know, buying a brand new car. Like, everything I ever wished for, I did it. And it's through power of manifestation. It's visualizing my dreams, coming to the conclusion that I can and will do it by any means necessary, and just going through with it. It's one thing of sitting on your ass and imagining something, but it's another thing is imagining, believing, and actually taking action. Without action, nothing will happen. If you want a sandwich, until you get your ass up and make that sandwich, that is not gonna physically materialize in your hands. So that's the recipe for your dream. You have to imagine it, visualize exactly what you want, and then kind of paint the picture of the steps that you're going to take to get that sandwich, and then physically move step by step and do it. And it all starts with belief. Once you believe in yourself, like me, I believe in God, and I believe God stands behind me and he sees everything I do. I speak to him all the time. He speaks to me back. There's so many videos and proof that I have of me just watching God talking through people to me, you know, like endless conversations that I have only with God that I continue having with somebody on the street and stuff like that. Like, it's unexplainable. I can't explain it, but if you believe in God and you talk to him and he's there with you, you know, he's like your father, your brother, your next, just the being you communicate with on a daily basis. Like, whenever you're in the pickle or whenever you're having a great day, you just look up and you say, thank you, God, or God, please help me. You know, that's the power that powers behind this machine that is me, my soul, my spirit. And then the manifestation is the output of my spirit. What I'm manifesting on a daily basis, the visualization that I have and stuff like that, all that comes from within, from my soul, from my spirit. So don't ever get down on yourself. Believe in yourself. You can do it by any means necessary. Nothing can stop you. Just believe in it wholeheartedly, and then execute the goals one by one. That's it. Write it out on a piece of paper, see it in the front of you. I have dream boards, vision boards, notebooks, diaries, all types of stuff. And in those diaries, I'll write about my day, and at the end, I'll say, I will have this, I will have that, I will accomplish this, I am that, I am this, I am a millionaire. The amount of times I've told myself I am a millionaire, you know, the amount of times I've told myself I have 100,000 subscribers is fucking insane. Like, if like third-party people looked at it and they didn't know me, they're gonna think I'm fucking crazy. They're gonna think I'm like one of those lunatics or whatever that just sits there and talks to themselves. While I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to God. I could be walking on the street and having a full-on conversation. I'm not fucking crazy. I don't hear voices. You know, the only voice I hear is my spirit talking to me, or my, you know, angels that talk through me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear things, I see things, I see signs and stuff like that, and I follow them. Do the same, and your life will flourish. Look at things from a positive point of view no matter what happens. You know, my hands were cold as shit today. I could be in a snowstorm. I could be drenched. I could get in an accident. I'm going to look up and I'm going to say, thank you, God, for saving my life. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm healthy. I have my parents. I have my family, etc. It could be a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, look up. thank God that you're here. And yeah, thank you for my 5 cents. And yeah, get the fuck out of here. Peace.